Well, hello there, YouTube. It's Tuesday, April 5th, 2022, and I'm about to do another video. Just a quick little video on the engine shock absorbers, but, before we get to that, let's go ahead and check my Tony Live account. I know I had a couple of new subscribers the last time, so we'll see how I'm doing this time. How many? Wow, I'm up to 71 subscribers, so I'm actually doing a lot better. Last time we had, 64 subscribers, so now we're at 71. So, hey, we're moving in the right direction, guys. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers. I want to thank you guys for helping me out, and welcome 7 new subscribers. Welcome to my channel. I'll try not to let you down, but I can't make any promises because this is out of my hands. I'm waiting for my heads. If you guys can believe that, I'm still waiting for my one head. The machinist called me like a week and a half ago, right? You guys, you remember my last video says I'm going to be starting next week. Well, I still don't have the head. So until I get the head, I really don't want to assemble it. Now, I've done all kinds of other stuff in between. Like I've taken all the, the pistons, I've cleaned them, and gotten them all ready for prep. But I don't want to show you how I did that. How did I clean them without taking the rings out and all that, because I don't want to break them. So I think things should start going together now in more of a manner of how you're going to assemble an engine. So when we're ready to put the pistons in, I'll show you how I clean the pistons, right? So it'll be the process of the pistons, right? The process of the crankshaft, right? Like I've cleaned it, but do I need to show that to you? Not yet. I think when we install it, we'll do that. We'll check different things and do that. But anyway, so this one here is all about this. It's the engine shock absorbers. Now, I just completed this video. All the parts were here. Your car takes a beating, These things, you can imagine you change the shocks on your car, so why wouldn't you change the shocks on your engine? So my other ones were shot. You'll see in this video. That's the reason why I rebuilt these. And it's something that you should do. Certainly if you're doing your subframes, this should be all part of it. I didn't do it. I should have done it. I don't know why I didn't do it, but there was a reason, I guess. But anyway, I didn't do it. So, hey, if you guys like what you see, give me a thumbs up. Get out there and trying to get to 100 subscribers because, I think I get like my own URL or my own thing on YouTube. So it just makes it a little bit easier for me to help others come here. And remember, I'm going to be going live. At some point, I'm going to go live. That should be like a big event. It should be really quick and, say, hey, you guys go see this guy over here. It's so-and-so. Watch him lose his mind when the car doesn't start. So I don't know when the heads are going to be in, so I can't make any promises on what's happening. I don't know if there's something else I can throw together. I mean, I cleaned my oil pump. There's things I've done, but I don't know at what point. I'd really like to just say this is how you assemble it, and this is how you prep that part for that assembly. So anyway, oh yeah, mixture control unit and all that kind of stuff. I've got all the parts. Everything's here. I'm ready to go. Just need the heads, and we'll start moving forward, guys. I promise you. I will not let you down. It's not up to me at this point, but we're going to do it. All right, so I've just completed this video, so let's go ahead and move forward, and I'll update you no matter what. Every single week, I'll try to get an update, on a Saturday or something. I don't know. Try to do it, at least an update. If nothing's happening, you'll at least get updated to say nothing's happening. So I didn't die because look at me. I'm almost there. This is my last hurrah. This car is the last thing I'm going to do probably, and then I can move on. I can do the next thing, whatever that is. I don't know what it is. Of course, it's going to be maintaining this or selling it. Who knows what I'm going to do, or blowing it up because you guys remember. You got to hit the subscribe button no matter what if you haven't already, but you're going to have to, and then the little bell to get notified because I'm going to go live when I start this car. So I'll keep you up to date. We're going to be moving forward. I'll say, hey, we're getting ready, you know, and then I'll announce a date, and then we'll just do it live, and it will be purely live, nothing fake or anything about it, multiple cameras, you know, and I might even have a host. Who knows what's going to happen, but we're going to go and make this like a big party event because everybody knows that I've been working on this thing. So thanks guys for supporting me, and let's go ahead and move forward and get this video going, and I'll see you guys on the next one. This is the engine shock absorbers. You remember when we took them out, I said these things need to be replaced. They don't really work right and everything. So here's the shocks. There's the part number for the shocks. You need 2 of them. Should replace both if you're going to replace any. And then this is your rubber bushings and caps and your nuts and everything to complete the assembly. This is the bottom of the vehicle. And if you look on here, there's a flat piece. And you can get your vice grips on that to hold that. That's the only way you can get this bottom nut out. You look at this shock, if there's 2 lines right here, and there's only 1 line here. And the new shocks also 2 line, 1 line. So that's how that one there would have to have gone in to match that. So that's something to note. This end is shorter than this end. Inside of our box here, we have an end. Now you see how it's rounded on this one side and pretty flat on this other side here? Genuine Mercedes all on it, you know. That's why it bothered me. Here's your caps and your lock nuts. That's your 2 caps for this side here. On the small side, on the over here. And then here's the bushings for that. And the same thing, you see how they're shaped? So now that we know this, let's see what else is different about this. Another thing to note is that on the passenger side, it has this extra bracket. So that's the passenger side. The driver's side does not have that. I marked all this as driver's side. No need to, really. These appear to be identical to me. This was a little bit misshaped slightly. As you can see, it's kind of misshaped right here. So I'm going to probably straighten that to be more like this one. This one appears to be untouched. Again, you see how that shoe fits in here, and then this will fit in that. We'll make sure everything fits really good. But first thing is we need to take it apart. So this here's a 10 millimeter, and then you need to get something on this to hold it. So I'm just going to use this kind of vice grip right here. I don't even care if I harm it because I have a new one. Get it out of my way. Okay, this was just a nut. It's not a lock nut. So if somebody's taking this off, I don't think it would be me. Alright, so we'll make note of this one. So then it's a cup, and then it's the flat side. The curved side fits inside, and that comes off. And then obviously the same thing here. Yep, flat side. These are all worn out, no doubt about that. This is actually probably a 7mm, but I don't have a 7mm open end. Can you believe that? Alright, so there's that part of it. And then the top, we've already taken this off. And then we have that, and then there's our shock. So, all we need to do then is clean up these things and reassemble this. Okay, so now it's all cleaned up and ready to be reassembled. I designated this as the right side just as I was cleaning it because, you know, I wanted to fix this. So now the left and right side match and they look pretty good. Anyway, reassembly. So all we have to do here is just keep things together. This is the one with the 2 lines on it, right? All right, the one with the 2 lines is what's going to face our bracket. In addition to our bracket, you know, here, let's just take a look at the actual picture here. So number 6 right there is the frame of the vehicle. So we don't have the frame here, so we're going to just assemble this without actually having the frame here. So this has a curved side and a flat side. So the curved side fits inside the bell. All right, you can see why, right? So that's an easy part. Oh, I did want to mention something here. This is the washer that came with this kit. But you can see the size of the actual hole is quite a bit smaller. And compare that with the nut. I felt this washer is way too big, so I have a stainless steel washer that's the more appropriate size. So I'm swapping that out. That is one thing I'm doing different than what came with Mercedes, okay? All right. So this bell goes into that. Now this flat side goes against here. Then we'll put our, actually it would go onto the frame, I think, and then you have this top. This is how it goes on this shield. And then you would put your top, your washer. This is the only side that has the washer. And your nut. These are one-time nuts. So right now I'm just going to hand tighten this. I'm not going to put any of the threads onto the nylock. Not yet. All right, not until we're going to install it. This side. We have our 2 caps and our 2 bushings. You'll notice the curvature in these bushings. And that's exactly how they're assembled, just like that. The flat side goes into the cap. Flat side into the cap. Put our cap on. Now, this is that side that has the little, if you can see that, that's a 7mm, I believe, will actually fit that. So when you go to tighten this, you know, you'll be able to use that. Also, this rests up against it. You know you have it backwards when this thing will slide all the way through. Right? You know you did it wrong. You flipped this. So don't make that mistake. It's an easy mistake to make. Trust me. I've already made the mistake just doing this. This is the second time I've done this same thing, and I never usually cut away, but it's just stupid. I just flip it and did it wrong. So you know that that's what will happen or can happen. All right, so then, now, see that little curve thing fits right in there perfectly, right in that little shoe there. And then the same thing, this backside goes on there. And then, again, don't tighten this, because when you're ready to actually assemble this onto the car, these number, what are they? Number 1 there. There's a number 1 on both sides. Those two supposedly are torqued at 8 to 12 Newton meters. All right, so you won't do that until you're ready to do a final assembly. And then go ahead and put your, I don't know why, I always do this backwards too. I mean, it's simple, you just put it on there and do it, right? So that's it. I have this thing upside down. That's all. See what I mean? It's so easy to assemble this backwards. So there you go. There's one side complete. All right, so now we got a left side. And again, I want to swap out this washer for the smaller stainless steel washer. Okay. So again, we'll just do a quick assembly. We'll start down at this end. We know that this thing here, the flat side goes against the flat side. That'll go onto here. Our bell goes, our rounded edge goes in. Washer. And again, only hand tighten. You'll later torque it between 8 and 12 Newton meters. Okay, I like to do that right there. Make sure she's out. All right, so flat side against the cup. Cup in. It doesn't go through, so we know there's our little 7mm that we can attach to. Oh, yes. I do this every time, right? The same exact thing. Oh, that's funny. Again, there is no washer down on this side. All right, so there is the left and the right side. They're ready to be installed.